Let's take a look at the game of Baccarat. Baccarat is one of the oldest and most simplest games in the industry. Casinos everywhere are adopting different versions of Baccarat. So it's not as difficult as people think it is. Baccarat is a very, very simple game. What made it so attractive, I believe, is back when James Bond played it in some of his movies. It became a very elegant game, a very sought-after game because of the simplicity and the social aspect of it. And the casinos have adopted it in a lot of ways to attract a lot of the high rollers or the VIPs because they like the high limits that are typically on these games. So let's take a look at how this game is played. The cards traditionally have a value that's stated on the card itself, except for the 10, Jack, Queen, and King. The 10, Jack, Queen, and King have a value of 0. All the other cards have a value that's stated on the card. 5, 6, 8, 9, and aces are 1. The object of Baccarat is to get closest to 9 on either hand. If there's a 10 and an 8 together, that's called a natural 8, the second strongest hand in Baccarat. If there's a 10 and a 9 together, that's called a natural 9, the highest hand you can get in Baccarat, which is a natural. So the player's responsibility in this game is simply 3 things. The banker, the player, or a tie bet. They simply decide where they want to bet. So at this time, we allow the player to make a wager. The player simply brings the cards out, and there's only 4 cards drawn, 2 for each side, 2 for the banker side, 2 for the player. These are the player's cards. The banker's cards are tucked underneath. At this time, the cards, because we're playing big Baccarat, will be pushed to the player. The player has an option to pick those up however they like. And in this game, they can really take their time and destroy the cards if they like. That's the fun part of the game. The players play it because they feel they have a little bit more control, and they take their time in revealing what that card is. It's exciting. Okay? The player's side has an 8 and a 2, which is 10, but it actually is 0. Okay? The banker's hand comes out and has a 10 and a 3. Actually, the 10 is dropped because it's 0, it has a 3. Now, the player takes another card. And the player takes their time to reveal the card. Obviously, the anticipation factor is big in this game. Now, if a player has an 8, the hit rules say that I do not draw on the banker's side. If it's any other card, which it is a 10, the player still has 0 because she has 20, which is 0. Okay? The banker draws another card and has a 3. 2 10s and a 3 is 3. The banker wins 3 over nothing. It's a great game, it's a social game, and it's a fun game.